morning, students at home. Good morning, our lovely parents. My name is Mr. Oga. I am the civic teacher. I am from Blenheim Penel School. Only the best is good enough. That's why we have come up with this online platform to give our students and our parents the best. This online teaching is not basically meant for the students alone, but the parents must also show an interest, because knowledge is a continuous process. So everybody is welcome to share in this knowledge and this learning process. Well, I want to believe strongly that our lovely parents and kids at home are observing the social distance as stipulated by the federal government. Today, without much ado, we want to look at a very critical and important topic. This topic is critical in the sense that everybody is identified with his or her own country of origin. And in identifying with your country of origin, there are some certain symbols, there are some certain identity that people must have to know that, yes, you are either from this country or not. So today, we are going to be looking at national symbols and identity. When we talk about symbols, symbols are the things that people will attach you to or will know you to be from a certain country, society, state, or as the case may be. So, identity simply means symbols, absoluteness, oneness, in which people of the world can identify a particular country where you are from. So, when we talk about national symbols identity, it means the symbols, the beliefs, the culture for which a country is known and identified with. You kids at home, you are Nigerians by birth, and some of you who are not Nigerians, there are some identifiable factors that will differentiate you from a Nigerian or from other countries of the world. So it is this identity which, in other words, is known as symbols, because in every country there are no exact or similar symbols. There are different symbols and identity that differentiate another country from the other. So today we'll be looking at the symbols, the identity within the context of the Nigerian state. I want you children at home, if you are not familiar with my words, kindly make use of your dictionary. Your dictionary will help you and I to be on the same page. I hope you are on the same page with me. So we are going to be looking at the Nigerian flag, which is the national flag. In Nigeria, so to speak, we have the Nigerian flag, which is referred, is seen as the green, white, green. Green, white, green is when you see the flag, green, white, green, you know invariably that such a person is a Nigerian. We want to look at, before I go much, we want to look at the history of the Nigerian flag. In other words, we say the historiography of the Nigerian flag. The historiography is taken from the word history. Now, the Nigerian flag was designed by Pa Taiwo Akinkunmi in 1959. Before the flag came into being, came into use, the Union Jack representing our colonial masters was being used. That's the British. The British colonized Nigeria. While the British colonized Nigeria in 1959, before we got our independence in 1960, it was the Union Jack that was in use. When Pa Taiwo Akinkunmi designed the Nigerian flag in 1959, it wasn't used then. But on October 4th, 1960, October, I hope you are familiar with this date, October 4th, 1960. Children at home, what happened on October 1st, 1960? Nigeria got our independence. The flag was used on October 4th, 1960. So the Nigerian flag was designed by Pa Taiwo Akinkunmi in 1959, and it was in use from October 1st, 1960, when Nigeria got independence. For us to understand or to have a big graphic illustration of the Nigerian flag at home. Children, I want you to look up. You will see there are different flags of some certain countries. This flag simply illustrates the identities. Here, when you see the green, white, green, no other country of the world uses the same green, white, green as Nigeria. So it is, we identify with the Nigerian flag. Also with Ghana, they also have their own flag with different colors. Though the color may look different, but they also are an indication of the country in which this flag represents. I hope you can see this at home. So if you are not a Nigerian, pick up your country's flag and you know that it's a symbol of national identity. Is that taken? Is that taken? So look at your mom. Tell your mom at home that this is the Nigerian flag. You have to point at the flag. This is the Nigerian flag. As subsequent class, we are going to explain the symbolic meanings of the green, white, green. Next, we go to the next one, which is the coat of arms. The coat of arms simply represents the strength, the unity of Nigeria and its land, which flourishes with agricultural produce. Without much ado, I will not dwell much on that. In our subsequent class, we are going to explain all this, the 1 to 5, very vividly for you to have a proper understanding. We go to the Nigerian Constitution. Every society, every country where human being exists, there are bound to be some certain rules and regulations which guides human behavior. We have the Nigerian Constitution. The Nigerian Constitution, the history of the Constitution, as we move on to the next class, we are going to explain the history of the Nigerian Constitution. But the present Constitution we are using as of now, since the coming of this the democratic dispensation, is the 1999 Nigerian Constitution, as illustrated here. Students at home, I hope you can see this. This is the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You can never see the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of USA of Nigeria. It's not possible, because this is another symbol that in which the Nigerian society or country exists. Is that taken? You can invariably see the coat of arms there, which is another symbol of a national identity. Fourthly, we move to the Nigerian currency. The Nigerian currency comes in various denominations. It comes in naira and what? And kobo. We have different denominations. The highest denomination we have in Nigeria is the 1,000 naira note. This is in a paper form. I hope you definitely ask your mom at home now. Yes, I'm waiting. Tell your dad, your uncles, yes, to come out with some paper notes. I have a 20 naira note with me. You can see it represents the flag. The Nigerian flag is written, is drawn on the 20 naira note. This is a symbol of identity. Wherever country you go to, if you see this note, you know that this note originates from the country called Nigeria. Is that taken? It's written in 3 different languages. You see the Ogun Naira, Naira Bo, Naira Ashirin. In Hausa, it's called Naira Ashirin. This shows you that, yes, this is symbols also of a national identity. Then we go to the national anthem. The national anthem is a source of prayer, prosperity, unity of the entity known as Nigeria. The national anthem is another form of identity. Can you please, children at home, recite the national anthem at this point? You will find out that it prays for the unity of the country, the peaceful coexistence of the country. Is that taken? Is that taken? Let's look at what we started when we started our class. I want you to have a self-evaluation of what has been taught thus far. We said identity means absolute sameness. It means oneness. It means exactness. That means that as Nigerians, we are expected to be familiar. It is instructive that we are familiar with these symbols of national identity. How do I identify you as a Nigerian? Can you kids at home tell me how to identify you as a Nigerian? But I am a Nigerian because the national flag. I am a Nigerian because the coat of arms has some symbolic meaning. the Nigerian constitution is particular to the Nigerian state. We have the Nigerian currency. Naira in the world is only the Nigerian country that uses the currency Naira. In other countries, they have different names for their currencies, and these currencies are identifiable with the country. Is that taken? Is that taken? So we have to look at the heritage for which a country is known and identified with. We have basic beliefs, cultures, and heritage for which we are known. Those heritage beliefs that we are known is what we refer to as the entity. As you are aware, we have the 36 states, 36 countries, states in Nigeria. These states falls under the country known as Nigeria. Though, so that you don't get confused with the issue of national symbols and identity. These various 36 states have identities, cultures, but these cultures do not depart from the national symbols. That's why we call this topic national symbols and identity. Is that taken, student? Is that taken? So I'll ask you at home now, as an assignment, excuse me. Can you have a vivid, are you seeing the assignment clearly on the board? So at this point in time, you can list 5 Nigerian currencies and the pictures in each. The lowest currency in paper note is the 5 Naira note. This is the sign. This sign is a symbol attached to the country called Nigeria. Other countries of the world also have their own symbols of their currency. Is that taken, student? If you have any questions, you can pass your question through the online platform, the WhatsApp platform, then I will attend to your questions as the case may be.